So what I want to do today is to explain the number one question I get asked all the time, and that's how I'm able to do what I do. It's a long story, but I was born super sensitive to my environment. Everything affects me. Other people's energy affects me. Not now. I've learned how to deal with it. But growing up, it was a huge, huge problem. I used to think it was a curse. Now I know I can actually use that to help other people. I'm amazed daily. Anyhow, what I do is when a person gets here, I'll have them fill out an intake. I don't see it. I choose not to see it because I don't want to get my brain involved. This isn't about the brain. It's not about anything to do with that. It's about opening up spiritually. Once the person fills out their paperwork, I'll call them into the back. I'll put them on the table, and then I proceed to run energy. I have a little sheet, looks like this. I just call it body blanks. And what it is, it's a printout of just an outline of human bodies. And as I'm working with the client, I'll write down anything that I feel, that I smell, that I taste, any images, anything, and it becomes a kind of overview of what's going on in their body. I can't diagnose. I don't want to diagnose. I want to just see where the issues are so they can be addressed. Throughout the years, I have studied as long as I can remember. I'm always taking at least one class, normally at least two, probably much to my husband's chagrin, but he was very understanding. And not only did I learn about anatomy and physiology and virology, all kinds of things in college, but I've kept studying that. And I use that, especially the anatomy and physiology, because in order to know where the issue is, I have to know what organs are there, what body parts are there. And so I'll write that down. I don't write down what's wrong with it because I might or might not be right. And like I said, I don't want to diagnose, but I do want to know where it is. After we finish, I bring them in here. This is the front room, the reception room. And I'll sit down and talk with them about everything I found. I'll show them this. They actually get a copy of this. I'm old-fashioned. I use the carbon paper. But I'll explain where the issues are and ways that whatever the blockages might be resolved. So that's my part. It's a partnership though. I do my part. I explain ways they may change their eating, ways they can change their habits, ways they can relax or learn to relax, different methods. I'm also a yogi. Along the way, I got certified there too. And then being a master herbalist, I can tell them what herbs they may or may not be able to use and give them the herbs. And also I look at what they're doing. After we go through all this and I explain my part, then I'll get their intake sheet and we'll discuss that. At that point, I look at supplements they may be taking, other things that might be going on that I possibly missed. One thing I find, a lot of people take too many supplements. And when you start adding things together, like say the A vitamins, fat soluble vitamin, and you start adding in all these things they're getting from the supplements, it's like, oh my gosh, these are almost toxic amounts. So, that's a big part of it. Not only knowing what you should take, but what you shouldn't be taking. Normally, if you've got a good diet, you don't need supplements. But you have to meet people where they're at, and some people just are not going to have a good diet. So you go with it. But I believe, a God-given talent that you can expand. And everybody has the ability to do it. It's something, meditation is the only way to get there. Doing what I do, I've done way over 10,000 people. I used to do it for free until I couldn't afford it. But an hour on the table is an hour of meditation, because I'm sitting there while the client is on the table. I'm meditating through it, praying through it, and just pausing to take notes on what I see or feel. And then I meditate, traditional meditation, as soon as I wake up. That's the most important time to me, because if your day starts out frantic, guess where it's going to go? It's going to stay that direction. If your day starts out calm, guess what? Much better chance it's going to stay that direction. So it's real important how you start your day. Then every night, usually about 10 o'clock, I do my nightly meditation. This calms anything that may be left from the day before. So once again, I think it's very important that you do a nightly meditation. Now, most people aren't going to do this, and that's okay. But for the people wanting to know how to open themselves up more spiritually, that is the way. Meditation and prayer. There's no jumping past it. There's no fast forward. I hear people all the time, coming in and saying, well, you could do this or you could do that. And it's like, yeah, but your little maybe one day little thing, it's not a permanent change. If you want to do this, it has to be a permanent change. It has to become your lifestyle. You have to just live in that place of quiet. There's no other way around it. Whatever my vibration is, I try to pull people up to there, at least. But that's as far as I can pull them. I can pull them up to where my vibration is. But guess what? If my vibration is down here, I'm not going to be able to help anyone. I just can't do it. So my job is to not only reach the highest vibration possible, but maintain that vibration. And that's how I do it. Thanks.